everybody. This is Jeff Veale, the business guru, coming to you once again late at night from downtown Manila, speaking to a guest on the other side of the world, which is pretty normal for me, as you guys know. But I've got a wonderful guest today, and she can help you manage your money. And we all need help at the moment. We've never got enough of it. So what you've got, look after it. And this girl can help you do exactly that. The only way to do that is reach out, have a chat. Costs you nothing to reach out and have a chat to her, find out what she does, and you'll see how she can help you. And it's a simple thing, guys, right? But simple but effective. So on this stage today, we've got 𝐷𝐢𝐭𝐡. And 𝐷𝐢𝐬 is a founder and financial wellness innovator, right? And the company name, Smart Cash Sheet. You'll find out more about that later. Financial technology, or fintech. Been in the industry forever, 16 plus years. Smart Cash Sheet is an app that helps people, listen carefully, understand their money and emotions that drive their spending habits so they can make smarter, calmer financial decisions, right? Key achievements: launched Smart play on words here, Smart Cash Sheet, say that quickly 3 times. Web application in December 2025, bringing a 16-year evolution of real-world financial strategy, behavioural insights into a scalable platform. In other words, it's come online, it's been innovated, it comes on the line where you all know, with apps and websites and things like that, right? Makes it much easier. Personal motto: money isn't just maths, it's emotion. I'm happy when I go shopping. I've got money. I love going. I'm a strange man. I love shopping. Enjoy it with a passion. Go on here. Interesting fact: I'm an accountant by trade, but during 2009 recession, I built a custom Excel formula to help my clients predict and survive cash flow challenges. Pretty cool. 16 years later, that same concept, which has been developed even more, has evolved into a Smart Cash Sheet, a fully financial wellness application prepared to launch in app stores. Right. So, my great pleasure to welcome to the stage 𝐷𝐢𝐬. How are you, 𝐷𝐷𝐬?
Thank you for having me, Mr. Veale.
No trouble, my pleasure. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you all those years ago to create this. And tell us about your journey. What happened?
Well, as you mentioned, I'm an accountant by trade. Many years ago, without really revealing the exact number, I decided to study accounting for my main profession. And so I went to corporate, and it was not fulfilling. Of course, it was full of lessons that they later became useful in my today's current path. But not until I did this for myself and started choosing who I work with, then that I felt really happy about my profession. And during the recession of '08 and '09, when I had my second child, my clients were really struggling with their cash flow and all the uncertainties, right? Families, small businesses, everybody. It really did not affect a certain amount of people or segment of our population. So my clients were coming to me at the time asking me, am I going to be able to make rent? What about payroll this month, 3 months down the road? Yes. And at the time, and back in 2009, before all this technology that we have today, all I had at the time in my hands was Excel. So I developed a formula in Excel that projected cash flow up to a year at the time, up to 12 months into the future. And there were no guarantees, but at least it gave my clients some peace of mind, knowing that whatever cash flow they had projected to come in would be enough to cover their expenses. And to this day, I have clients that are still using the Smart Cash Sheet in Excel. And back in 2020, I decided to try to make it marketable, because in Excel, you can really sell Excel. So back in 2020, somebody gave me a quote of $40,000 to turn this into a software.
Wow.
And I didn't have $40,000 then or now for something so like this. So last year, I decided to get a new quote with hoping that AI would bring the cost down, and it did. So for about a year now, I've been building the app.
And it's getting even better every day. The model you start with today might be a completely different model in 12 months' time, trust me. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. with AI,
Mm-mm.
particularly Claude. Claude's very, very powerful. We use it all the time. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, and how are you overcoming that?
The most challenging aspect of what I'm doing today is to how to set myself apart from the competition, and how to really identify those needs that my competitors are not really giving people.
Yes.
And I talk to my clients, I talk to family members, friends, and even networking with people that third parties. And they all had something in common. They were not able to reconcile their emotions. Their emotions got in the way of their financial decisions. And I have experienced that myself, either fear or those treats or indulgences. Yes, emotional spending. So the budgeting apps that are the mainstream budgeting apps, they don't really offer a space for that. So that inspired me to add that layer of emotional financial tracking, so to speak.
Tell me about an important moment in your career where you pivoted. You went from a boring, basic bookkeeper accountant to what was that pivotal moment? What happened?
Uh, Pivotal moment. I have to say the pandemic, the thing called pandemic that affected the world
Yes,
six years ago.
it sent some people broke and it made some people a fortune, you know, and it made everyone change. Everyone had to change one way or the other. You couldn't stay the same.
Absolutely.
You know, if you stayed the same,
One way or the other.
yeah, you were gone.
No.
You know.
Yeah, there's life before and after.
Yeah, in my case,
Yes, life before.
I lost a mere $20 million with Scandemic. That's another story, but I'm still here to tell
Ooh.
the tale. Tell me,
Hmm.
in your opinion, what are the key qualities and skills that have contributed to your amazing success? What's been happening? What do you believe your skills are?
Well, I am honestly, I'm obsessed with success.
Right.
And my mother instilled this in me. So, mom, thank you wherever you are.
Yeah, good.
But and I am persistent. If and I'm quick to make decisions. If it's the wrong decision, I'm quick to make another one.
Good. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, never determined. Never give up. You also got empathy.
No,
You're a great listener. That's a good skill to have too. To listen to what the problem is and then solve it. Right. But guys, I'll tell you now, never give up. And also, I'll add this: no one's coming to save you. So save yourself. Get out there and make things happen, guys. If you've got a soul sucking job, get a side gig, because that side gig might become a big gig, and you get rid of the soul sucking job. I mean, you relate to this, Murray. I work 16 hours a day, guys, so I don't have to work 8 for someone else, right? Because I've got freedom. I can work when I want with who I want. So it's all fun, guys. Find your passion. You'll never work another day in your life, right? Tell me, you're pretty upbeat. How do you stay motivated and continue to innovate in your field? What's your secret?
just the testimonials from my users. I had one lady that told me that she has discovered things about herself, her own subconscious that she wouldn't have otherwise through my app. What drives her emotional spending? What drives her to spend in a $9 latte versus using that money to pay down her credit card?
Yeah,
So testimonies like that keep me motivated, and I see the changes in my own finance. I honestly needed my app 9, 10, 5 years ago.
fair enough. That's fair. That's a fair thing. The $9 latte is always a worry, isn't it? Because and half the time you go to Starbucks, you got to line up for it. That makes me laugh. You go to a coffee shop to relax, you got to stand in it like a donkey in the queue to pay your $9 for a latte. You know, go to the family ones, guys, where they actually serve you. It's half the price and twice as good. Tell me, tell us about a recent project or achievement amongst what you've been doing. Something you're very proud of. What's that fact that you're very proud of at the moment?
Um, I am very proud at the moment that I was able to launch live in my website. The web application is live. It's a result of years and years of research and input and listening to my clients, what works, what doesn't. Some failures in there as well. I can't say
Sure.
that I'm all only success because there's been failures, but I have managed to adapt and to maneuver around it, learn the lesson, and just move on.
Nice, I like that. And that's what you got to do, guys. People ask me all the time, "What's the secret of your success, Jeff?" I left school at 14. I say my secret is just do lots of shit and be right more than you're wrong. Just keep doing stuff.
I love that.
Keep
I
moving.
love exactly. Keep moving, never stop.
Yeah, that's the one. Keep moving. Tell us, a 20-year-old comes to you, might be one of your children or a niece or a nephew, and they say to you, I've just left school. What should I be doing with myself? Looking back, what would your advice be to them?
Wow. I would say self-reflection, self-reflection, and be honest with yourself and listen to smarter and wiser people than you.
Get a mentor. That's right. Pretty much get a mentor. Shave years off the journey, guys. And I would add travel. You've got the rest of your life ahead of you, so travel. You're going to meet like-minded people and doors and opportunities. You might go over to England. You might be a barkeeper, and who knows who you might meet. You know who you might rub shoulders with. It's interesting, guys. Travel. You know, you got your rest of your life to work. So travel and work, and have a good time. And then when you do something, do it with a passion, right? Do something you love, right? You'll never work another day in your life. Tell me, Murray, looking ahead, what are your goals? You're only at base camp, being a young woman. What are your goals and aspirations for the future?
My goals and aspirations for the future is for my app to become a household name, for my app to reach every continent in the world.
Nice.
There's really no boundaries geographically in my head, at least, that can stop me. For as long as I'm drawing a breath and it's God's will, I'm not stopping.
I like it. I can think there's probably a lot of opportunities you might not have dug into yet, but you can build it from the ground up and get it moving. You know, I can even see going into schools at a young age for young people to play around with it. You know, because something that I get frustrated about school. They don't teach you wealth. They don't teach you health. They teach you all this crap you're never
Nope.
going to use, right?
No, not to speak bad about our American school system, but it could use some improvements, right? Just like everywhere else in
Well,
the world.
every
We're
system
not the best. There is. Mhm.
it hasn't changed for 50 years. It's cookie cutter stuff. You know, get the old history book
Yeah.
out and teach them history, teach them geography. You know, oh God, anyway, don't get me started on that. I'll be here forever.
Yeah. Yes.
Tell me, what's the best way for our listeners and people watching this wonderful podcast? What's the best way to reach out and find out more about you and your wonderful services?
Yes, thank you for asking that question. I love it when people ask me that. So, my website would be the fastest way to learn more about what I do.
On
And
the screen, this guy's on the screen, yep. And also,
yes,
Mary,
thank you. It's on the screen.
I'm sure she's on LinkedIn, so you can reach out to her on LinkedIn and have a chat to her, find out a bit more about it. And I'm sure some of you companies, big companies and corporations, you might be able to use it for your employees. You know, there's lots of different ways I can see this application being used, right? And like you say, you've got to spread the word and get it out to the organisations and groups so that it goes like wildfire, you know. And, you never know what's around the corner, Murray. You've got the rest of your life ahead of you. And guys, don't forget 15 Minutes of Fame is all about you. What it is, it's a podcast. It's very unique. We turn it into a mini movie all about you and your history and what you do. And then we promote it on LinkedIn, Reddit, Quora, Facebook group, YouTube, our school platform, and all our social media links, and put you in front of hundreds of prospects. And at your end, don't rely on us. At your end, you do the same. Put it out everywhere you possibly can. Go to LinkedIn. I was interviewed by the business guru. This is what we said, blah, blah, blah. And get it out there as much as you can. And because I want you to think about it, a TV commercial is going to set you back about $20,000. And what's going to happen? I know what's going to happen. People are going to jump up the moment it comes on and go and grab a beer or a hot dog, or they're going to go to the toilet, right? They're not going to see your commercial. So, guys, don't waste money on commercials. Come on the podcast and we'll help get you out there and present your version to the world. Murray, before we wrap it up, we can't let you go without you telling us a fun fact about yourself that most people do not know. What might that be?
This is I don't know if it's fun, but I did receive a an award from the US president for
Oh,
outstanding academic achievements. Mhm.
how famous is that?
I was not the only one.
Which president?
Bill Clinton.
Clinton, Bill, right? The Oval Office, right? Bill.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's been
Mhm.
gone quiet now. He's getting old. Bill's like me, getting old. Getting on a bit, Bill. That's fantastic achievement. I'm about to wrap it up now. Any last words to our audience, Murray?
Uh, just listen to Mr. Veale. He's full of wisdom.
Thank you very much. I've done this for 50 years, guys. I didn't know a bit about marketing. Thanks very much, Marie. You're so kind. Have an awesome night, my friend.
Thank you so much. You too. Bye bye.